Tucker Carlson absolutely nails it on this one and puts into perspective why only some people can see the truth and others cannot.
I mean, again, I just can't believe that in the end, when it really gets intense, as it is now, that it's Christians, it's people who actually believe the Bible are the only ones with wisdom who understand what's really going on. They're not shocked at all. And they're not panicked either. Like, they get it.
The Bible mentions the idea of God sending a mass delusion over the world, so those who reject Christ are forced to follow the lie all the way to their demise. 2 Thessalonians 2:11-12 says, "For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion so that they will all believe the lie, and so that all will be condemned who have not believed the truth, but delighted in wickedness." Jesus is the truth, and the truth is what sets you free. Therefore, those who reject Jesus aren't allowed to see the truth. They're forced to follow the lie all the way to their demise. 2 Thessalonians 2:11-12 refers to the end times and the coming of the lawless one, aka the Antichrist. The one who's been running the country from behind the scenes this entire time, using Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to impose his wicked, ungodly policies on the country. What happens in the United States influences the entire world. The Democrat Party, through Kamala Harris, is being used to usher us into a Luciferian society where we're encouraged to live in pride and liberate ourselves from God with no accountability because we are gods and we should worship ourselves. That's Luciferianism, and the exact same pride campaign that got Lucifer and 1/3 of his angels kicked out of heaven 10,000 years ago. Lucifer and his little loyal, liberated followers fell to earth and set up shop where they could finish the job. Mind you, 1/3 of the world's population are liberals, just saying. 2 Thessalonians goes on to explain that those who refuse to love the truth and be saved will be susceptible to these lies. This delusion is portrayed as a form of divine judgment for those who have chosen to reject the truth. This passage suggests that this deception is a consequence of people's previous choice to embrace wickedness and reject God's truth, leading them to be further misled.
It's so interesting. That itself is a biblical principle. The last shall be first. The most, the humble among you will be exalted. It's like everything's the opposite of what you thought it was. Victory is defeat. Christianity is defeat. Being tortured to death is actually victory. It's just. But once you start, even if you're not a Christian, which I think you should be because it's true. But even if you're not, you can acknowledge, just having lived here for a while, that is absolutely the way things work.
It gives me hope, though, in a weird way. Now that I can kind of see through this shit and realize, okay, none of this makes sense, and it actually makes sense that none of this makes sense because it's all been written. It's in it's in the book.
I know.
It's in the book, and it's playing out right now. And anyways,
But the fact that...
honestly, it's the only thing that brings me any hope, because I don't think we're getting out of this shit.
No, of course not. But that shouldn't be surprising either.